Yeah, I'm fucking pouring 2 glasses because these glasses are smaller than my regular glasses. Oh, fuck, we're live. Hey, bro, have you ever wondered? It's not have you ever, or would you rather?
Would you rather?
No,
Okay. Have I ever wondered what?
whatever. Have you ever wondered that if your old lady was licking your asshole and you farted in her mouth, if her cheeks would go like a chipmunk?
She never gets like an air seal, so I don't know.
Like, what if she was like puckered to the asshole and she's like,
I could actually feel like the like the suction on it, like whenever you make a plastic water bottle like go on it, you know?
yeah. Like, you think if you farted in her mouth, her cheeks would puff up?
I could probably get enough pressure out.
Oh, fuck. Let me think. What's my next fucking have you ever thought about? Or do you want to start talking about something that I'm like, then I'll be like,
well, I mean, when was the first time, like, think about like going through school, right? Where you have that thought, right? Like going through life and you feel like you're the only one that possibly does this. You know what I mean? And it's like one of those things, like, not like you're like too ate up or scared about it, but you just like, am I weird? Am I the only one that does this? And then you hear somebody else talking about it and you're like, and then other people start saying it and they're like, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, this is a normal thing. I felt like I was the only human being on earth that did this thing. You know what I mean?
oh yeah, I've had those. Yeah, I've fucking definitely had those. Fuck.
So what's the earliest thing you can remember being that like, fuck, am I the only person that does this? And then all of a sudden you know you're not like alone in this world.
The earliest thing I remember, or the earliest thing I remember like that? Because the earliest thing I remember was...
No, I'm not talking about the earliest thing you remember, dipshit. What we're talking about.
Oh. I don't fucking know. It's like deja vu. I dream shit all the fucking time and it fucking happens and then I'm like, deja vu. And then I never remember what it was that I fucking dreamt about afterwards.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, well, okay, then fine. What's some deja vu that you've had that you were like, holy shit, you know?
I don't know. I don't fucking remember after it fucking happened.
Then you don't have it.
There's been a couple, like, there's been times where I was driving, I'm like, oh, this is about to happen. And then I fucking tell someone in the truck, like, hey, this is about to happen, or we're about to see this, and it fucking happens. But I don't know, fucking... I get deja vu dreams all the time. My dad thinks it's like he associates it with the voodoo in our fucking family or some shit.
Voodoo, hoodoo, all your
apparently apparently I've got grandparents that were like fucking witches and warlocks. Like, he's told me all kinds of bullshit stories that I don't even understand. That, like, he was talking about fucking one of my uncles was hurt or sick or something. The dude took rusty nails, put it in his hand with salt, and fucking threw it over his shoulder. And next morning, he was perfect. And I'm like, I don't fucking understand this shit.
Now, I remember growing up, you remember Papa, right? Like he, my great grandpa, who was in Iwo Jima, I swear, and I never got him to make one for me, but I mean, Mom and Mimi and everybody, they all swore by it that he could make a necklace. He would physically make this. Yeah, right. That he would make a necklace, and if you wore this necklace, it would make it to where you never have nosebleeds.
What the fuck?
Dude, don't ask me. I always wanted to make it because I used to have really bad fucking nosebleeds. I don't anymore because I had surgery.
Yeah, I remember.
But like, like I always wanted him to make me one because even when I was young, before he passed away, like I had fucking nosebleeds all the time. And I was like, hey, will you make one for me? So, but you never did.
Bro, you think you get nosebleeds from the time that I busted your nose when you were like 2? You think I fucked your nose up for all eternity?
That was me.
To fuck. I am not on shrooms. But that was fucking with me. I thought it was behind me. But
No,
you ever wonder that? Your medication?
Yeah, but
like cocaine and cocaine accessories, that'll fuck up a nose.
No. This is my ecstasy and methamphetamine. But I don't remember that. You mean when I ran to the fish tank?
Yeah, when you ran to the fucking fish tank.
Oh. No.
Like, that was like being young. That's the most blood I ever fucking saw being that little.
Yeah, but I remember distinctly when I had like my first like nosebleed after that, like, because I went years and years without it. And it was when I was in elementary school. I think I was like 4th or 5th grade, and I was at a friend's house, and I had like my first like real just start pouring out of nowhere. And
no shit.
From then on out is when I got them chronically all the time. So, because before then, I don't remember ever having them ever, no matter what. Yeah,
I can't remember ever getting nosebleeds.
Yeah, and the thing was, it's like my nose was if I had like a slight trauma, like when I was in Utah or even when I was in the UK and I was doing MMA, if I was either doing jiu-jitsu or Krav or whatever like that, I mean, it didn't take much, like just a slight, like I'm talking like just a slight bump and it would start bleeding. Like that's how sensitive it was. Like I didn't have to get like fucking laid out or really get like something hit hard to my nose. I always have to prep whenever I would spar, especially in Krav when I was in Utah. When I would spar, I would tell them like, look, I'm not going to ask you not to hit me in the face. We're sparring. Like, what I'm saying is fucking really.
Hey, don't say nothing stupid. We're recording right now.
Shit, okay. I'll talk to you later.
Hold on. No, I got a question. Hey, you can hear, right?
Yep.
Rusty, can you hear? Hey, tell the story about the great grandpa or whatever that was the warlock that put nails in Todd's hand so he wasn't gay or something.
Oh, that was Simon. Are you videoing?
Yeah, we're videoing.
Oh Lord, that was Simon Savoy, his old Frenchman, and they said he was a warlock, but no, Todd had a wart, and he told Todd to take salt. He had to rub it on that wart, then he had to grab that nail and put it on his shoulder, and when it was on his shoulder, the nail bent, and he threw that salt over his shoulder, and within 2 days, that wart went away. Come up on your nutsack.
What? Really?
That's how you got that wart on your nut.
I have no fucking warts on my goddamn nuts.
I mean, if anybody's gonna have genital warts, it's gonna be you.
God damn it.
Rusty said if anyone's gonna have genital warts, it's gonna be me. Bitch.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, if you can fold over, you can see it. But that's where that wart went. Simon sent it straight to your nutsack. Left one to be exact.
Fuck. Are there any other weird witch stories?
No, not that I could remember right now.
God damn it. We were just talking about like weird shit in life and fucking and like deja vu dreams and shit like that. And I brought up about the witches and warlock shit in Louisiana, the voodoo shit.
Yeah. Well, Mom, believe it or not, I think they say your second toe, if it's shorter than your big toe, you're a witch. And I know all Mom's sisters and all that had that toe back in the witch day that I hung her ass.
What's it mean if you're a bitch, though? Like, how long's your toe? Like, I'm going to start checking chicks for that.
Well, hell, we got a lot of ex-wives. We got to look at this.
I can
We got
clarify that.
Yeah. Fuck. Okay, we're gonna get back to it. I'll call you whenever. I've got to run to Houston after this, and I'll call you.
Okay, I'm gonna get you to make me a picture, but I'll tell you about it later. It's for sales. It's about Camden and Mexican wife and 11 black babies, and I think I could get a sale.
God
first
damn
sale
it.
if I do that.
All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Okay.
Fuck.
11 black babies. Wow.
Let me introduce y'all to Mr. Kenny.
Fucking Kenny.
God damn.
I always fucking say that Destiny is like she did some fucking witchcraft when she was a kid, because she was telling us like, yeah, when we were kids, we used to get lightning bugs and we would rip their butts off, and then we would, paint, like,
Smear it on themselves.
Smear it on, like, and everything like that. I'm just like, the fuck you guys doing? Ritual sacrifices? Like, what kind of like sick?
Bitch, we did that when we were kids.
Wasn't me.
Yes, we fucking did.
Rip, like, fucking started like just abusing shit.
Yes. You remember Daryl, right?
No.
Yeah, you motherfucker.
Dude. There is like
he opened the stereo store.
There's like 5 people that I remember from back then, and I don't remember a Daryl.
Who do you remember? You don't remember Daryl? Do you remember Tommy?
I was about to say I remember Tommy because we were always with him and going down to his house down the street. I remember Tommy. I
just saw Tommy not long ago. Well, I'd say not long ago, but yeah, I saw Tommy. He's over in West Texas.
No. But no, yeah, I definitely remember Tommy because we were always with him over there. I remember like every now and then you would have like some, like I would see some people I don't remember names, like, because I wasn't around them that much, but I definitely remember Tommy.
Do you remember the retard that used to drive the 3-wheeler around the neighborhood that sold weed? Yeah. We had a retard that drove a 3-wheeler around, and it was like a mobile weed delivery service.
Yeah,
True story.
Back then, it was easy to do.
Fuck.
But
I just finished that fucking bottle of Crown off.
We
Fuck.
Come here.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, you got a psychotherapist in the room right now.
I do have a psychotherapist right here.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, okay. Now I can.
Yeah, she can hear you.
Hold on. So apparently, I just finished a bottle of Crown.
He was talking about how there was witches and warlocks in his family down in Louisiana. And I told him about your witchcraft when you were a kid. Yeah, lightning bugs and whatnot.
It's not witchcraft. I was just being psycho.
Exactly, you being psycho. A witch.
Destiny, Rusty did the same shit. He's just not admitting to it. We did the same shit when we were like fucking 8.
So
he didn't want to admit to it, but we did it.
Me and her had a very interesting conversation last night, because we always talk about, and she's like, I swear, I don't understand why you're with me if you think I'm like this. But she
because of the pussy.
No, but
did she just leave?
She went to go grab something real quick, but she still got the AirPod in. But we always in there and talk about like, oh, you're so white trash. But then she just really like solidified things last night with our conversation, and it was just very fun. But I want to take a poll.
Did she fuck her cousin?
No.
Oh, here. Why don't you speak into the mic, babe? Just come on.
Okay, so when I was little, okay, not when I was little, but I've been going to the dentist obviously for a long time now. And every time I go to the dentist, they tell me that when they do my x-rays, they're like, do you know that you're missing a tooth? Like you were born without a tooth growing in. And Rusty just thought that was the most white trash thing ever.
Well, because she was like, well, I was born without a tooth, right? I was like, are you fucking serious? Like you sit there and really try to fight the narrative of not being white trash, and you were born without a tooth.
Meth mouth passed through the genetics.
Yo, that's not even the wildest story. So, your meth mouth situation?
That was because I was at church and I fainted and I hit a chair. What are you
I'm
talking
not even talking
about?
about your veneers. I'm talking about what your mom did.
And they're not veneers, dick. So when I was little, my parents were teen parents, and they just didn't know better, I guess. And my mom used to put me to bed every night with a bottle of Kool-Aid, and I had to get oral surgery when I was little because I had rotted gums when I was a baby.
If I remember right, I think that I could be wrong, but I think something like that happened to my little sister. Okay, psychology question. So have you ever wondered? I know this is red. All right.
Uh-huh.
I see it's red. You see it's red. You see it's red.
Uh-huh.
But what if the red I see is different from the red you see and the red you see?
Oh my God.
What if I see red and you see what I see is blue and he sees what he sees as gay?
We had this conversation with my daughter.
Minus that gay part, I've had that same thought a lot about, and that's why people are like, those two colors don't go together, like pink and brown or whatever, like. But
you're the first person that's ever told me that you've had that same thought, because I've had that thought and I've never had anyone agree with me. Okay, have you ever wondered if we could be, now I'm gonna look stupid, if we could be like fish are in an aquarium, so we're like in an aquarium for like someone bigger, like the whole
get out of my
earth
head.
or universe.
No, get out of my head. I have had that thought before. Like that people are people, that other beings are like watching us, like in a.
Yeah. Like what if God, what we know as God, is like us looking at a fish aquarium?
Yeah.
Are we having the end of Men in Black 1 where aliens are playing marbles with our fucking universe thought right now? Is that what we're doing?
You know what else
Oh
I
my
used to
God.
think when I was little, and nobody else, I've never had anybody else say that they thought this when they were little, is you know how like when you were little and you would see like movies in black and white, right? I legit, when I was little,
we're not that fucking old. He and I aren't that old.
No.
Well, neither am I, asshole. But I'm just saying, like when you look at old pictures, or like you would see like the old days, like be in black and white, or I thought that there was no color back in the day, that everything in the world,
real
everything
life
was just black and
Yeah,
white.
I think you're the only person that ever had that thought.
Okay.
So you beat me on that one. Like, I thought I was going to look like the dumbest fucker on the podcast today. You win.
Yeah, you're going to be on next episode.
Oh my God, really?
Yes. That's the whole point of this. Come here, baby. I love you.
Wow, I had no idea.
Give me the AirPod.
Cut that last one out.
No. No. Everything goes. It's a fucking fire sale. Everything goes. We're trying to build a platform here.
Oh, shit. No, get her back. I need her.
He said he needs you.
I'm not getting back on.
You've already been on camera, so what's the point?
Would you rather eat the pussy of Rosie O'Donnell or, fuck it, Whoopi Goldberg? Come on.
Hang on, I'm thinking.
Honestly,
I would say Rosie.
And I'll answer too. In the current state of affairs, Rosie's a no-brainer at this point.
Yeah.
Hold on, who is Rosie O'Donnell? Hold on.
You're a
I might be
dumbass
thinking of
if
the
you're
wrong
saying
person.
this. You're a dumbass for saying this, honestly, but by comparing those two right now in the current state we're in.
Okay, fine. I got one. If you had to, who would you rather fuck? Taylor Swift or Beyonce?
Oh, she's going Beyonce. She's big booty hose over here.
Did you see that fucking Taylor Swift's got a new song talking about Travis Kelce's little pecker?
No.
Yeah, no.
It's called Wood.
Yeah, like that's legit the name of the song on their new album, and Wood.
How do you, like, does it specifically point to him? Aren't they getting married?
Yeah,
but no, it's not like
it's talking about their sex life and shit.
It's not like it's showing up on a music video and she's just like,
no, I know, but like, could it be that she was talking about an ex-boyfriend or something?
Yes, because that would be what you would want on a current album with her fiance listening.
It makes more sense.
She already said it was about Travis.
if you're talking shit about someone,
she already.
Wait, did you say little pecker or just his pecker?
No, she said he's got a redwood. He's got a dick like mine.
Okay, that's well, that's different. I thought you said little. That's why I said maybe about an ex.
He did say little.
Oh, okay.
He was just making fun.
I did, just because I don't like other people having nice penises. I should be the only person in the world.
By the way, while we're here, let's mention this stupid fucking conversation me and him had earlier today. Why don't you chime in? He's recording his little bar or whatever stories on his fucking or something else. Like he's recording, and he's like, "Man, I recorded a video earlier today and I can't fucking post it." I'm like, "Okay, why?" He's like, "Because the whole time you could see the imprint of my dick the whole time." I'm just like,
when have you ever been
okay?
That?
He was just like, "Yeah, but now like because shut up." Because now I'm sitting here looking at it and I'm just like, should I post it? Am I being all like, oh, look at me, and I get all self-conscious about it. I'm sitting there listening to this fucking dude complain about his big dick over here, and I'm just like, this is legit the most dumb fucking conversation I've ever had with you, and I can't believe we're actually discussing this like it's a life fucking problem.
What do you want me to chime in?
What word did I say?
He's stupid from a psychoanalyst.
What word did I say?
You made up a word. I can't even remember. It was stupid.
Braggadocious.
Yes, braggadocious.
I said I don't want to be braggadocious.
Braggadocious about this. I was like, okay, you're gay for using that fucking word.
Yeah, that is a little gay.
Or no, I said I don't want to seem braggadocious. Because how the camera angle was, it was like I was standing right here and you could see my dong. Like, because these are brand new pants. I just bought these, got them starched and everything, got them in, and then put them on. And I had that meeting this morning. I got back and I was bitching because
did you iron them with your dick in it so you made sure it just went around it?
No, I'd send them off to get fucking ironed. I don't iron my own shit. I have money to pay for that.
Yeah, which is why you're bitching about your dick.
All right, I'm out.
Love you, bad.
I was doing something.
It's gonna be some good clips right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck, man. I did hear back from the shop today. So
what'd they say?
Well, I don't have like a final answer, but it's looking good. They took all the picture submissions that the shop submitted for it, right? Instead of me paying for fucking 17 hours of teardown just so they can inspect it, right? And the guy that I've been working with at the dealership, he called. I was driving, so I went straight to voicemail. But he said that they called for an estimate. So he's saying like they didn't say, but I think that means that they want all the details so they can pay it out. So we're just I should be able to confirm tomorrow what any cost that I'll have to incur, because I know I'll incur something because the hourly work rate that the warranty pays for and what they charge is it doesn't line.
$190 an hour.
160.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, but the shop charge is 210. So
that's why usually it's like right around that, yeah. So
yeah, but like I said, I was already expecting that. I just didn't want to pay fucking $11,000.
Oh yeah. Damn. Well, that's a fucking blessing. I'll say that much.
Well, I mean, like I said, I'm not counting my chickens. I'm not doing anything like that yet until I hear for sure. So hopefully tomorrow I'll know, and then they can give me a time frame of when my truck will hopefully be fucking done.
So they're gonna rebuild the tranny. They're not just
they're replacing the whole thing.
They are replacing it.
They have to.
Oh fuck, that's quick. If it's not on back order, or
that's what I got to figure out to see what the time frame. I don't know. I haven't asked them. I don't know if they've even checked. So, because I know the longest thing that I'm out to wait for is if they have to order it and it getting shipped there. I know that's the longest period I'm out to wait, because once they get it in, it's like 3-4 days, max to get it swapped out. But I know the longest I'm gonna have to wait is for it to get shipped there.
Well, what's that performance training shop in Dallas, Texas Speed or something? I think that those technically could be covered under warranty, because I think that those.
I don't think dealership is gonna take a different one. You know what I mean? I think they're gonna stick with an official, which again I'm fine, because it's gonna have a 3-year warranty on it. So.
Well, the dealership don't have to pay for it. It's the fucking it's Ford that pays for it, so it doesn't matter where it comes from.
Yeah, but again, like I really don't care. I'd rather just stick with what they know and go from there. Actually, tell us about the Karen that you encountered today in traffic.
So about that. Oh, and I didn't tell you the rest of the bullshit she said to me.
Yeah, we were texting at the time, so just tell me what happened.
So there I was, driving along. I'll jump back and forth on this. So there I was, driving down the road, leaving a doctor's appointment.
Fuck are you holding?
Copenhagen. So I've got that big ass QR code on the back of my truck, and I'm sitting at a stoplight, and this lady behind me, she's in a white Jeep. It was a white Jeep, right?
Yeah.
She's in a white. You sure that was a Jeep? Yeah, that was a Jeep. Yeah. So
she's in a
white Jeep. Okay. She's driving a white Jeep. I see her lean forward and scanning my back window. She's directly behind me.
It is a white Jeep.
So, yeah. So I'm sitting there and just hanging out, whatever. I'm fucking sitting in traffic, and we go up a couple more stoplights, and next you know, this lady. So I'm in a far right lane to try to get on, or actually to get to 45. She's in the center lane, and then there's a truck to her left turning into a parking lot across the other lanes, and I had a couple cars in front of me. She was wide open in front of her. The other guy was right parallel with me. He had cars in front of him. And she pulls up next to me, rolls down her window, and what does she say to me? She says,
like, we should be ashamed.
Y'all are absolutely disgusting. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
How, like, was she like an older woman? Like,
I don't, she's probably our mom's age. Maybe a little
50s?
Bit older than our mom. Yeah. Maybe a little bit older than our moms. Maybe, yeah, she was probably late 50s. But yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I said, and like, she's like running her mouth. Then I forgot. So she says to me, do you kiss your mouth or kiss your mom with that mouth? I looked at her straight in the face before I went off. And I said, no, I don't kiss my mom's mouth. I'm an adult. I can assume where her mouth has been. And then that's whenever I was like, so you scan that code with a dumb redneck with a shirt off laying across it, tattoos and everything, holding up a shot glass, and you thought I would fit in your demographic. And then what I say, I said, oh God. I said something like double penetration every day, baby. And I held up the shocker hands. And the guy on the other side of her, he had his windows down. He heard the whole fucking thing. He looks over at me and he yells, "Hey, bro, what's the name of the podcast? I'll listen." So if you hear that, and I know what you look like, message me on one of the social media things. I'd love to get you a couple beers. I'd love to take you out. We can have some beers and we can bullshit. But yeah, man, fucking Karen bitches. Fuck. What do you think about aliens?
I think anyone who thinks that there's no other life out there is fucking retarded. To think in just the galaxy itself, but the universe with how vast it is. Just there's no way to fathom that there is no other. You can argue about, well, intelligent or whatever like that, and higher being. What we can argue that back and forth, but to think that there's no life, no aliens is illogical. So.
Oh yeah. Well, I was watching something recently that was talking about shit that is actually on the fucking moon or some shit like that. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
which is why we haven't been back, whatever.
Well, I don't think we ever went in the first place.
You're one of those guys, huh?
I don't think. Look, motherfucker. How is it that in the 60s, when we didn't have the fucking technology we have, we can barely transmit a fucking podcast between you and I without it fucking up. How the fuck did these cocksuckers transmit from the moon all the way back here, all the way back then when the technology fucking sucked? Like, makes zero fucking sense. Zero fucking sense. And then on top of that, now they don't have any of their original footage. And then on top of
no. That I'm 100% with you. Like, that's bullshit. They have it. Here's my theory. Yeah, obviously we have came a long way since the fucking 60s. I mean, who wouldn't? My theory is that, yeah, there's obviously something that happened. They either found something or they did something or whatever, you know what I mean? You can pick any 100 million different conspiracies to choose from when it comes to the moon landing. The whole bullshit that NASA says, oh well, we lost the technology. Bullshit. Don't give me that. Don't give me that fucking bullshit line. We lost the technology. Like, you couldn't have recreated it 100 times by now with just AI. So there's obviously something they're not telling us. Go figure. It's the government. That's what they do. But to me, that kind of I don't think that there's anything that could really personify the whole we faked all of this and there's nothing that proves where. I'm not buying that whole aspect that we never went, but I do know that I personally think that there is obviously something that has greatly been hidden from us to why we haven't had any official public missions like they used to back to the moon or anything like that.
It's the fucking USA. They fucking fake and lie about shit all fucking time. But if we can't get past the radiation belt today, how the fuck did we get past it back then? And motherfuckers didn't come back with 3 dicks and 5 eyes.
Who says we can't?
I read something that said we can't get past the radiation belt.
That doesn't mean anything. Who said we can't? Like, who read it where? Like, what was it?
Fucking no.
I'm just saying, like, I can read anything too, but that doesn't mean anything.
Maybe it was Rogan that said it. I don't know.
I mean, like I said, I'm in no way, shape, or form to say that I'm the most inclined, knowledgeable person. It's just I don't believe that we didn't go. I believe obviously that the government is hiding something from us of why we haven't had why they shut down the NASA program, and it's definitely not what they told us. And I know this is like way past when they did this, but let's call a spade to spade. Those fucking bitches, Katy Perry and all them, they did not fucking go up to space.
No, they may have gone in the atmosphere, but
no,
not in space.
I'm fully on the whole thing of they didn't go anywhere. that was all fucking propaganda for show. Like they didn't do a fucking thing.
So it was very, very, very contradictory. It says that there's weak spots that humans can get through, but you have to get through one of the weak spots. I would
believe that in aspects, because I mean, think about it whenever you're looking at what am I trying to say? Like when you're looking at going through any tectonic plates, you look for spots where it's weaker, where it's softer, where you can slide through if they're exploring things, right? Like that's how things work. Like you'll find a weak spot. You'll find call it anything like that. Like let's take you for example. When you're drilling, you find areas that you can get through shale or anything like that that's weak, right? You're looking for, when you're doing geological whatever you guys do, finding spots that are the best to drill that'll have the least amount of resistance to get down to the oil. Am I correct?
No.
How's that work then? Enlighten me.
You drill straight fucking through that shit.
But again, I'm not you. You're not me. I don't know things like this. Aren't there areas that could, not to say that you guys don't have some fucking, just power drills, stuff that can get through shit, but isn't there areas that are better equipped with how you go through and you do your geological studies to say, hey, this would be easier to go through because of when you get through at certain points, because you'll have shit that's like, fuck me, this is going to be a bitch to get through, or hey, this is actually not going to be bad. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah, absolutely. There's fucking weak spots in everything. So
exactly. So I would say I would be inclined to think that there's nothing that can say that's a pretty logical argument.
Well, what do you think about? Have you heard that fucking Challenger fucking conspiracy? Yeah, where
all of them are still alive.
Yeah. What the fuck's to do with that shit?
I mean, don't get me wrong. You know me. I know you. I love a good conspiracy. And I haven't dove like obviously extremely deep, but I've dove pretty good into that. And I'm confident in saying that I don't know. I don't go as far as they faked the fucking moon landing kind of a conspiracy with NASA. But with that one, they make some pretty solid cases. We're kind of proving that where they found everyone except for I think one person.
Like them fuckers look alike, and them fuckers,
and they didn't really change their names that much.
No, their name like tweaked it. Yeah. It's like, what the fuck?
Let me see if I can just do some quick things right now. And
yeah, like some of that shit's just crazy. See, I think we were trying to crush the morale of Russia, the Soviets. That's why we were like, oh no, y'all didn't make it there. We made it there first. Like, and then the Russians were like,
well, they made it to space first, and then we had to one up them. So
yeah.
So the Space Shuttle Challenger mission STS-51L exploded 73 seconds after liftoff, January 28th, 1986. Damn, that was that fucking long ago. All 7 crew members, blah, 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 blah. The explosion was faked and the astronauts are still alive. I'm just looking up what the primary conspiracy theories are. I'm not just... sightings and photos, theories into photos of people resembling the crew. A man claimed to be McNair at a Florida event and whoa. Okay. Ronald McNair, mission specialist. Okay. A man claimed to be McNair at a Florida event in Resnick at a conference. One viral claim showed 6 of the 7 alive in the 1990s. See, that's what I was saying. Like they found, like whoever was researching said they found all but one. Okay. Identical twins. Supposedly had identical twins who quote unquote replaced them post disaster. What? Okay. Survival anomalies. Survival anomalies. Videos allegedly show the crew escaping via parachutes or the shuttle's escape systems, which didn't exist for the Challenger. Motive to rally public support for NASA funding amid budget cuts. So that's what they're saying. Like they did this to rally support for NASA. Popularized in 2015 on YouTube, did the crew of Challenger survive the explosion, which has millions of views. Recent post amplify one claiming the crew was pulled into deep black operations for a hidden agenda. That doesn't seem likely, honestly.
Okay, a viral video shows Buzz Aldrin seemingly denying the journey ever happened, said it didn't happen when he was asked about the scariest moments. Also in 2013, in a skit with Conan O'Brien, Aldrin joked about switching spacesuits with Neil Armstrong to be the first man on the moon. The satire nature of the skit was ignored in a viral post. So they're saying that was satire, but like it's being taken both ways. And then in 2015, in a clip from 2015 event, a child asked Aldrin why nobody has been to the moon in a long time. And he says, because we didn't go there. Yeah, like Buzz Aldrin's made like multiple fucking remarks about it. In the clip, Mr. Aldrin appears to be explaining why astronauts haven't returned to the moon in decades. Okay, so here it's saying that he's making it like they hadn't been in decades, but the clip says whenever he's talking to the kid, it's because we've never been there. So depending on how you portray how he said it is how they're taking it. So
that's like essentially taking like reading a specific sentence, and depending on where you put the comma, it changes the meaning.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think it's weird. I don't know. Could we have? Yeah, possibly. Fucking anything's possible. Like, it's possible you give me head one day. Like, anything's fucking possible. Who fucking knows? But I don't know. There's just too much about it that just doesn't make sense, where I'm like, I don't think we went to the fucking moon. But then again, like, there's so much weird shit like that.
Tell me about. Yeah, I knew we were gonna get there. But real quick,
bitches.
What about specifically? Just because I'm curious, what about specifically when it comes to the moon landing doesn't make sense to you?
The videos.
That doesn't even say anything. What about it?
Like the videos, fucking the people from Hollywood having the fucking set and all that shit, and then
recreating the scene kind of a thing.
No, they had it at the time, and there was something about, which don't quote me on this, but they own the rights to the videos, the moon landing videos, Hollywood? Or something. Yes, some shit like that. There was like that shit. Something about that. It was done on set. The technology back then, how in the fuck is it that the moment they talked to the White House, it was immediate and they were talking back and forth, but nowadays there's a fucking delay if I try to talk to a guy in fucking Alaska or a guy in New York or some shit sometimes? Like,
these videos produced by NASA as a part of the Apollo 11 mission, and as you scenario the works of the U.S. federal government are generally in the public domain in the U.S., meaning that they are not subject to copyright restrictions for most uses.
Look up about the moon landing set or moon landing in Hollywood, conspiracy or some shit.
All I said was, what was with the moon landing set in Hollywood during the time of the Apollo missions? The first thing it says, moon landing Hollywood set, conspiracy theory. The idea of a moon landing set in Hollywood refers to a persistent conspiracy theory claiming that NASA's Apollo 11 moon landing in 1969 and subsequent. By the way, they made a movie on this, if I remember correctly, right? Recently.
What?
Yeah. Like they made a movie, I believe, based on the conspiracy theory.
The only NASA movie I knew of recently was wasn't there one about some black chicks that were working for NASA or some shit and they couldn't pee at NASA?
That wasn't recent, but yeah, that was during like the original Apollo missions whenever the like quote unquote calculators were people, and it was it was like these black women. One was an engineer, a couple other were the calculators helping with the moon landing, and that wasn't the moon landing. That was just getting to space after the Russians did.
Well, and that movie had that chick from that show Empire on it, right?
Yeah.
The one that had the dude that got his ass beat by the subway people or some shit like that.
Had the MAGA people down in Chicago at 3 a.m. and negative.
I don't fucking know.
Juicy Smoulier.
Yeah, whatever his name is. He's a dumbass. Did he get prison time for that?
No. Okay, so what I was saying was staged on the soundstage, possibly in Hollywood, rather than a narrative alleges the U.S. government faked the footage to win the space race against the Soviets. Hollywood involvement, blah blah blah. There is no evidence of any such set ever existing. It's a hoax claimed rooted in misinformation, but it has endured for decades due to distrust in the institution and viral. Yeah, of course it's gonna. Nobody trusts the government. Original conspiracy. Okay, so the conspiracy didn't emerge until years after the 69 landing. It was popularized by Bill Casing, a former technical writer for a NASA rocket contractor who self-published a 1976 pamphlet, "We Never Went to the Moon, America's $30 billion Swindle." Casing argued the landings were impossible due to radiation risk, probably what you were discussing, and suggested they were filmed in a desert studio, initially Area 51 in Nevada. See, that's what I was talking about. That not a studio set, they were out in Nevada. I've heard of that theory.
Oh, maybe that's where I was mixing them up. Yeah.
Later evolving to Hollywood. So this is the same theory. It's just it originated. They filmed it in the desert, which makes sense if you're going to fake something out there because you can make it look like the moon out. Based off that, and then later the conspiracy morphed into it was a Hollywood set. Yeah.
So I'm just retarded and I can't remember what I heard.
No, you said it, not me. Yeah. So. Surveys show about 6 to 20% of Americans believe the hoax.
It's a good hoax.
Oh, so this is what I was saying. 2024 rom-com Fly Me to the Moon. Scarlett Johansson.
She's so fucking hot.
Exactly. That's why I remembered it, because it had Scarlett Johansson. That was a recent movie about this particular conspiracy doing the Hollywood set moon landing faking.
No shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right.
What do you think about the conspiracy that Christmas is based on the Amanita muscaria mushroom?
You're teaching me something. I don't know half the words you just said.
So this mushroom translated is semen of God or something like that.
What the fuck?
And it's essentially saying that the whole basis of so there's two bases on it, and religion and Christianity is. So this is from a book called The Sacred Mushroom and the Cross. Okay.
Sacred Mushroom and the Cross.
Yeah, The Sacred Mushroom and the Cross. So it's essentially saying that religion, Christianity is based off of being high all the time, mushrooms, and fucking the burning bush, the acacia bush.
No, that's just syphilis.
No, the acacia bush, fucking when you burn it, it's fucking high in DMT. And then on top of that is, I believe, if I remember correctly, something about the chemical composition of that bush, of that tree. It can spontaneous combust. So that's one fucking rabbit hole. Now let's go to the Christmas rabbit hole. So back in wherever it was, fucking Switzerland, Sweden, wherever Christmas originated, St. Christopher, whatever. So apparently,
I thought it was in like Bavaria, like
I don't fucking know,
Dutch and stuff like that, because it like has ties to like Krampus and all that crap. So
What do I look like, a geologist? Fuck no. I don't fucking know. I don't
I'm
know.
not asking you to know rocks, you dumb fuck. That's not even what it is. It's geography.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm showing now I'm stupid now. Anyways, so back then the fucking shaman would go around and they would pick these fucking mushrooms, okay? Well, then they would hang them upside, and they were red with white spots. They would hang them upside down on fucking evergreen trees so that they dried out. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what they would do, what the fucking shaman would do, is because the snow would get real high and they had them big fucking holes in the roof for the chimney, is in the middle of the night, he would come in and he'd take all these fucking mushrooms off the fucking tree and skip through the fucking village or whatever, and he'd go on the people's roofs, go down through their chimney, and he would put the fucking the shrooms in their house, like little presents and socks or whatever. Okay, so this motherfucker, also the fucking uniform that shaman wore back there looked like fucking Santa Claus shit. And here's the biggest thing: caribou. Caribou loved those fucking mushrooms so much that they would follow the shaman and the people around, and they could smell the fucking psilocybin in their fucking urine. And when you pissed on the ground, they would eat your fucking piss. I'd love to get my hand on some DMT.
Allegro's theory
Oh yeah, Marco Allegro
argues that Christianity emerged from ancient Near Eastern fertility cult center on the hallucinogenic mushroom.
Yeah.
Aminata muscaria, fly.
Amanita muscaria.
Yeah, fly agaric, like I guess is the common term. With biblical stories serving as a coded reference to its ritual use for ecstatic visions and divine communion.
I love it.
Santa Claus as the mushroom shaman. Santa is reimagined as a stand-in for Siberian shamans who consumed a mushroom to enter trance states and commune with spirits. These shamans wore red and white fur-trimmed outfits mimicking the mushroom's cap. Okay. Carried sacks of dried fungi as gifts and entered homes via chimneys or smoke holes due to snow-blocked doors to distribute them during solstice ceremonies. This mirrors Santa's chimney descent and gift giving. Allegro's fertility cult framework supports this by linking Christian sacraments like the Eucharist to mushroom ingestion, with Santa's killing shamanic chants. The Christmas tree as a sacred mushroom site. Jesus Christ. Flying reindeer. Reindeer or horses in some traditions in shamanic lore eat mushroom scraps left under trees, leading to erratic behavior and visions of flight, explaining Santa's sleigh pulled by flying reindeer like Rudolph. Shamans recycled the effects by drinking the animal's urine, a practice documented as early as 1730. This psychedelic journey to the North Pole parallels Allegro's description of mushroom rituals inducing resurrection-like rebirths, with the solstice marking the sun's return, akin to fertility cycles. God damn it, why isn't this a real thing? Oh my God, you just made my night.
I fucking told you. Oh my God, I fucking told you.
Oh, this makes me so happy.
So my thing on that is, why does not all Christianity adopt the utilization of psychedelics? And I'll go deeper down that rabbit hole. Number one is, what if that is the way that you can be more spiritual? I'm not saying God's not real. What I'm saying is, what if that is the way you connect with God more and into the heavenly realm, and you can have these conversations? Because we know that the acacia bush emits DMT, especially when burned. So you've got DMT fumes. So that is essentially when, on the mountain, whenever that conversation happened, and then he comes down with the 10 commandments. Okay, cool. I can understand that. He just talked to God by the acacia bush, because how do we know that God didn't put these kind of plants on so that we have these experiences and this connection with God? Now, let me go further down this fucking rabbit hole. There are theories, and a lot of people agreeing on this, that when you do DMT, which our brain makes, so our brain makes DMT and it releases DMT when you die. So is DMT what pushes your soul into the heavenly realm? I don't know.
Well,
But
we can also look at
hold on.
No, we can also look at like Native American cultures, like, when they would do whatever, like smoke, or whenever, like when they were trying to connect with their spirits. There's there. I mean, because you can do that with a lot of
the San Jose cactus. Yeah.
You do with that a lot of different cultures across the world. Like,
oh yeah. Okay, now here's the other thing about DMT. A lot of people that have had DMT experiences have said that they were like essentially in each other's experiences, because they're coming out of it and they're telling these stories of their 15-minute DMT trip, because DMT, you smoke it and you're out for like 15 minutes. So they're comparing their stories. So they're going to these stories and they're seeing all the same shit. And then where it twists is something that's fucking very relevant to them, of self-reflection and shit. Like if you're a shitty person in this way, like you've got this shit mocking you, and like this shit like making you want to change and shit like that. So my thing is like, are we all psychologically connected somehow, or are our souls connected? Fuck, I don't know. But is that DMT that our body generates, that I don't know if it stores it our whole fucking lives or what, but when you die and your body releases that surge of the endorphins and that DMT and everything, is that like the shotgun that shoots your fucking soul up to heaven?
I'd say that's a pretty solid argument. I mean, they do, if I remember correctly, and this has been a long time since I've looked this up, when they account for like a body's weight, when they're doing autopsy, whatever like that, there's like a certain amount that they can't account for when it's all said and done. And they say that that's
right. I've read that too.
And they say that's the soul, because no matter, when they take the initial body weight of everything and they drain the blood, they drain any other, fluids, they start taking everything out and weighing it. And they say there's something that they still can't account for. And most people say that that's the human soul that they can't account for.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, it's fucking, our bodies in this life is so fucking crazy. Mm-hmm. Like just fucking insane. Like, I believe in the demonic shit. I believe in, Jesus. I think that there's too much out there that leads into the direction of Christianity and Jesus, where you can't really rebuttal. You can't rebuttal Jesus. He's in history. You know what I mean? And then
he's in both the Quran and the Bible. So it's like,
yeah. Well, here's the other thing. If you look at this, God, I wish I still had this graph. So there's a graph that it's of overlays. And it takes every world religion, current world religion, and then some that don't even exist anymore, and they overlay them. And then it pulls them apart one by one, and it like moves the time frame and all that shit. But almost all these religions, the names are different, but the quantities of, deities or high angels or whatever, all these different individuals, as well as their, I don't know if you want to call them, prophets and monks and shamans and all that, like all these high powered and high priests and all this shit, they all line up where it's like there's only one fucking religion. It's just we got different names of it. Now, is this a situation when God changed, where different people spoke different languages to try to break them up because they weren't listening to them? Is that where everyone like shot out everywhere and they can't communicate, so they're making up new words for the same beliefs that everyone has? Like, there's so much weird fucking shit.
Yeah, I don't even know what to try to say to that. That is a wild way to go down. But no, yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, I'm a Christian, but you know, I'm not a hardcore practicing by any means like that. But what I'll say is that I believe that obviously heaven and hell, angels, demons, the devil, Christ, God, and what I believe happens a lot today is you have such a big push towards just being quote unquote a spiritual person, right? Like I'm just a spiritual person. I just like, you know, I just look at stars and then like I do this and like I just read my sign and they do all this bullshit, right? And then you have these actual self-proclaimed witches and everything, right? Saying like, "Oh, I'm a witch," you know, and stuff. And what you know, what I think is a big defeating factor for a lot of these people who just are willfully ignorant to the world around them is that it is all just like a wolf in sheep's clothing. It's the demonic taking a different face in front of them because all of this quote unquote in my perspective, like, you know, witchcraft and, you know, practicing all this witchcraft, you know, that they say and doing all these rituals and whatever because that's just their religion. It's just another way of worshiping the evil around you without putting that without saying oh, it's, you know, demonic presences around you. It's just a way to cover that action.
I do agree to an extent, but I actually feel more comfortable. And look, I'm Christian through and through. Look, very much so. And, you know, I'll say all day long, I believe, you know, Jesus died for our sins. He lived and died for our sins. But I think that these people that are more spiritual, I think it's actually, let me step that back. It is the church that is pushing guys like me away.
Oh, 100%.
Because we're rough around the edges. Look, whenever I was going to a certain church, I had a conversation, and some of y'all might shit on me for this. I don't care. This is how I believe. This is how I am. I'm going to be me no matter what. And I explained to a pastor at one point in time, I said, I don't pray like y'all. Because he asked, he said, why don't you lead the men's group? Or why don't you pray, blah, 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 blah. And I said, because I don't pray like you. And he says, well, what do you mean? I said, because I'm not going to be fake. And he says, well, what do you mean? I said, I'm talking to him like he's a friend. I drop curse words in this prayer. I do this, I do that. I'm talking to him because he knows my heart and who I am. And if I'm going to be so fake that I say, well, gosh dang it, Jesus, this is what happened, that's fake.
Trying to be a good Christian.
Yeah, exactly. So that's my problem with it. Like, we're rough around the edges. Look, Jesus pulled the broken out of the trenches, healed them to throw them back to the trenches to heal them or pull them out to heal them. Like, so
yeah, let he without sin cast the first stone.
Yeah, like, so we've got all these, you know, old heads sitting in these churches that they know the Bible like the back of their hand, but do they know him? You know what I mean? They look down on guys like us that walk in there with beards, tattoos, cowboy hats. You know, I might like to get drunk a little bit here and there. Hell, obviously y'all see me, I'm drinking. And, you know, they look down on us. They don't say they do. They say, oh, we don't judge you, blah, blah, blah. No, you can feel it. You can see it. You know it. But it's this hypocrisy of the church. And they're preaching to people in the church. They're giving them scripture. They're teaching them blah, 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 all that. Who's going out to the bar and talking to someone about Jesus? Who's going to where the sinners actually are, where they need to be pulled out of this shit? Where they may keep sinning because none of us are perfect. We're not saints. We'll never be him. We can strive for that, but we're always going to fall short. But it's the church that puts this hypocrisy in there whenever you've got pastors that are preaching all day long, be faithful, do this, do this, do this. And the moment Sunday afternoon they say, "Hey, honey, you go on home and I'll meet you there later. Get dinner ready for us for whenever I get there." His secretary, she's blown him in the back room. Like, for fuck's sakes, man. Like, there's too much shit of that happen. Too much adultery. You know, too much drug usage, alcohol usage. Look, a real good friend of mine that was at the church. You know, we were going to church together. He was an ex-heroin addict. Great fucking dude. So we meet and I'm volunteering and he works for the church. So he's an ex, you know, addict. He's working for the church. He doesn't like heights, and we're setting up stuff for Christmas. It's funny, we were just talking about Christmas, but we're setting up for Christmas. And at one point in time, we're hanging some lights and some stuff, and I reach back and I grab a can of Copenhagen out of my pocket and I pack that sumbitch up and throw a dip in my mouth. And he's like, "Oh," he's like, "You dip?" I'm like, yeah. He's like, "They won't let me in the church." I'm like, "Son bitch, I sit in on Sunday mornings and I'm sitting in, you know, that seat over there. I got to dip in every day." I was like, "Is someone going to tell me to get the fuck out for having a dip in my mouth? They can go fuck themselves. I'll walk out and I'll go find a different place to worship." That's how I look at it, because Jesus knows my heart and who I am. And if me with my ADD, if nicotine is what helps me focus, then Jesus put this nicotine on earth for a reason. Like, I'm not saying all drugs and all that, you know, are here for a reason. Not everything's man-made, but like, what I'm saying is that, like, they're not going to tell me shit, and, you know, we're bullshitting about it. And then a little bit later, we're on a higher ladder, and he's above me, I'm right below him, and we're both on a single ladder trying to hang one thing up. And we rock that ladder and it almost falls. And he, like, whenever I say he's scared of heights, he's super afraid of heights. I don't know how he can get that high and be that high and be afraid of heights. But so we shift this thing and Josh is like, "Oh shit," or Josh is like, "Oh man." I'm like, "Oh fuck." And that's what I'm in the church, in the big room. Josh looks down at me and he goes, "I knew you were my kind of people." And like, it was like, bruh, like, yeah. So, you know, which, long story short, like, God rest his soul. You know, I know he knew Jesus, and a little while later, he had called, he started doing a little bit of stuff again, and so he was using kratom to stay off the heroin. And but he started calling me at night. I knew he was whacked out, and but yeah, one night he calls me. I remember I had a missed call at like 3 a.m. Couldn't find out that next morning he overdosed in his truck. But yeah, fucking great dude. But look, he found his way out of life, and he knew Jesus, and he went in that direction. And you know, look, so anyone that says that drug addict out on the corner is not a good person, there are drug addicts out there that are good people. They're in bad situations at this time, and they've let that illness, that sickness, that
ex-addicts are some of the best people I know.
Absolutely. You're 100% right. You are 100%
when
right.
they get themselves out of the life, they end up being such grateful people. Like they're so grateful for life. You know what I mean? They're such grateful people. And then you have people that have never gone through any struggles are the most stuck up piece of shit, entitled, self-righteous motherfuckers you ever meet. And I can't stand them.
Yeah. Oh, you're absolutely right. Like Josh said, my kind of people. Like, I like my kind of people, like the broken. We're fucking broken, and I can admit it.
Yep.
Rough around the edges, I'll admit it. Like, me and the family joke about it all the time. They fuck with me all the time about, you know, I got kicked out of my parents' house because I had 3 chicks one night on a pool table butt naked. Like,
some would say
it was in my dad's office.
Some would say it's a pretty good night.
But like I was a fuck up. I'm still a fuck up. Like, I still have a problem.
I've had sex on a pool table. It's painful.
Yeah, I have too.
No, I'm just saying it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Unless you're on the side and she's having to sit on it, then it's fine.
I'm just saying, like, regardless, that fucking table is fucking uncomfortable.
Yeah. But no, like, look, I'm still a fuck up. every day. I try to do the best, but I like to have fun and I like to be me. Like I have a problem with women. You know, I've got some sort of love problem where I connected all this time. Love is love and intimacy is sex. And so
that was like a drug for you.
Yeah, like it's been hard over the years to stay faithful and all that stuff. Like my thought process and my mind, how my mind works is but yeah, that's why I have to stay so busy all the time. Like if I don't have something going on all the time, I don't my mind doesn't wander to drugs like some people do, or it doesn't wander to alcohol. Like I'm not an alcoholic or anything. It wanders to going after a chick is game. It's a game to me, and it's the chase, and it's like that's why like hold on.
Put on silent. Keep hearing the ding.
I don't know how to put my phone on silent.
Press and hold the top button.
No, bro. Whenever I push that, it goes to Amazon Alexa.
When you press and hold the top left button, the very top one.
Yes, it goes to Alexa. Look.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Alexa, shut the fuck up. Watch.
Okay,
look.
Well, then swipe down and hit the little bell button next to this rotation. I can see your text message.
That's Alexa. Shut up, Alexa.
Hit the bell next to your screen rotation.
Haha. Learn something every day. You learned about mushrooms. I learned about how to turn my phone on silent. But yeah, like it's one of those situations that I looked at it was the chase and just going out to the bar every night and trying to find a new warm hole. And you know, and I think it also made it really hard to connect with women in this certain way because I was never opening up myself to them. And then, you know, it was like, nope, I'm getting on to the next one, on to the next one, on the next one. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you've seen me for fucking the last however many years. I've never changed. Well, I've changed from it now, but like I've always been horrible. I just had to learn that.
Yeah, you've always been horrible.
Bitch.
That was on you.
It's bad whenever my parents call me a whore. Like, fuck. But yeah, like, I don't know, man. Like, that's my thing. It's like Josh had his addiction, and I'm not saying pussy's an addiction for me, but what I'm saying is it filled a void. I use it to fill a void. And it's like, now to me as a father, I look at it as like, what do I got to do to my kids to teach them like this isn't the right way to live because this isn't a healthy lifestyle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. What's your biggest vice that you've had that like, cause I think you've got some of the same personality traits that I have where it's like we have to fill our downtime or, you know, restless hands of fucking wander, you know what I mean? Or whatever that saying is.
See, with me though, vices, it's like, obviously, you know, me, I've never fell into drugs. I was never a huge drinker and I haven't drank in over 11 years. But I don't know, like it's kind of hard to think. Like, I guess in some ways you can kind of say for a while it was women, not in not in the same way as you, obviously, but like I would always be able to like, I would always have to be able to like to talk to somebody, no matter who they were. And I was a really good talker. Like I could get whatever I wanted if I really wanted to. And that was a horrible aspect about me because it didn't matter who they were, single, married, I had a way, and it was a horrible way to be. But obviously like a lot of that, you know, went away in my first marriage. and obviously, it's completely gone now just because like I don't, I couldn't be happier with my wife now, and I don't have anything that keeps me in that mindset where like yeah, I love her, but like I always have to find something to keep me, like because you always have that mindset when you're younger, like, oh yeah, I love my girlfriend, but I got a thing over here, I got a thing over there, like, because you always had that, you always wanted more, no matter what. You're young and dumb, you always wanted more, and like I said, couldn't be happier than right now. You guys saw my wife; she's a very interesting milf that I love to have as my cougar sugar mama because she's so much older than me.
Is she my age?
No, she's 40.
Oh, she's fucking older than me?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, that's my sugar mama, baby.
Man, she's gonna have dust in that badge soon. Fucking Dusty taco. Not this Dusty. Not this Dusty taco.
Yeah. But yeah, I would say probably in some aspects it was women, but just not in the same realm as you were. So
yeah.
Because like I said, I never got into drugs, like ever. I've never done any hard drugs, and I don't say that because I'm on camera. No, like you know me, like I never did any hard drugs ever. Yeah, I used to drink, but I was never someone that like, had a problem with drinking, which is why I was able to quit and haven't literally had any sip of alcohol for over 11 years, just because it's not something that pulls me in to be like, oh my God, I'm having really bad things have been bad. I need to go find me a bottle. Like it's not something that pulls me that way. I never looked at alcohol as like I need it. It was always something I was like, yeah, cool. We're out, we're drinking, get drunk, whatever like that. But alcohol was never that thing that I used for coping or comfort. It never was. It was just there. So I drank. So
yeah. See, I think one of my big issues is that I obsess on everything, and I don't know how to go into something. Like, I don't know how to dip my toes into something. You know what I mean? Like, if I make a decision to do something, well, you see, on the back end between me and you, how my brain operates and how I go all in on things. I don't know how to do little. Like, if I start going, to the gym all the time, well, guess what? I'm 3 times a day, and I'm also fucking putting tests in my fucking,
okay. I think I can think of something a little bit similar to you. Like
the gym.
No, not the gym. I mean, yeah, obviously like that, but not like that. What I'm saying is like when I find like something that I truly, so just take for example like a brand, something that I get buy from a brand, and I get their stuff, I wear it, and it's tried and true, and like, and when I get myself to a point where like I fucking love this brand,
that's the only thing you
everything get. Like I like immerse myself in this brand. I'll buy almost damn near everything on that site. It feels like, you know what I mean? Like because when I say everything that I've got from this brand is fucking amazing, and I just immerse myself in this brand, and everybody's like, hey, what do you suggest for this? I'm like, boom, this. Nothing you can get from there can go wrong. Like, just because I have immersed myself into that brand, because I put in a lot of work, put in a lot of effort, and I know that shit goes fucking hard. So that's where I don't like saying I like getting these from there, I like getting that from there. Like,
I'm the same way.
I don't really like piecing stuff together. It's very, very rare that I'll mix and match stuff, like, because usually if I find a brand, it's a brand that can really handle everything, and there's very few things that I'll go from something else.
Yeah, like I'm the same way. Like whenever it comes to branding like that, like Red Dirt Hat Co. I've got, I think we counted one day, I think I've got 87 shirts. I think I have every one of their shirts that at the time that I could get. I think I've had every one of their shirts. I've had almost every one of their hats, every one that I like for sure. So I had so many, and because I fuck up hats and shirts and shit, I just throw them away and fucking get a new one. And, I'll use a different one for fishing. So yeah, I'm the same way. Like, hell, fucking, Red Dirt, fucking wallet, so, like, and everything.
You've seen, like, I pretty much, I mean, I don't know if I have one, I can literally dress from head to toe, from hat, shirt, to underwear, to pants, to socks, to shoes, and go ruck. I have everything.
Oh yeah,
I've spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on GoRuck for one reason and one reason only. It's a lifetime guarantee, and they've proven it time again. I have my everyday bag that I use that I carry to work. It's fucking awesome. I've had it since I was in Utah. It cost me $450, 100% worth it, because literally last year, 2 parts of the bag, because again, I use it every single day, even when I travel, going to Houston or San Antonio, it carries everything. And at the seams, the zippers were coming apart, and I put in a request online, and it said, cool, here's the instructions to make sure it's cleaned and washed, ship it here. I shipped it there. 2 weeks later, I got back fully repaired.
And they're the ones that have the real nice metal braces in the back, right?
No metal.
That's not that one?
No. I think you're talking about Osprey. But these ones, so this is the reason why but my everyday bag is not a like quote unquote rucksack. I have actual rucksacks, that I use for rucking.
Yeah, it's an assault pack. Like
so it's built like that, but what I'm saying is like it has a laptop carrier, you can slide it into the back, but it's called it's got like a bomb proof padding. So like like you could drop it or whatever and do all kinds of shit, like nothing's getting through that thing, right? It's got tons and tons of, like, I bought Maddie when she started college, and she's like, hey, can you give me a new backpack? I was like, look, I'm gonna get you a backpack. This is being my caveat for you. I'm gonna buy this backpack, and this is the last backpack you're ever gonna get. And she's like, what do you mean? I was like, look, I'm gonna buy this backpack because I got her a GoRuck bag, and she uses it for her schooling and stuff like that, because it can fit her laptop and everything like that. And again, it's 100% lifetime guarantee. So and I told her this, I was like, you're going to see the price of this bag and you're like, oh my God, no, don't do it. I was like, no, this is the reason why I do it, because anything, I don't care what it is. If a tear gets into it, if the freaking zippers start getting fucked up, you let me know. We send it in, they fully repair it and send it back free of charge, because it's guaranteed. So
yeah, I'm trying to think of which one I've got. I'll have to look. I've got one I think I paid right around $350, $400 for that. It's got some real nice metal things it's an assault pack. Like it's like the ones we had in the Army, kind of, but it's like a big assault pack. I've also got a small one that I use for baseball. But yeah, fucking
the reason why I like their ruck bags, because like for their rucksacks that just for working out, not like actual going on a hike or something like that. The rucksacks, the way they have them built to put the weight in, you don't slide it in and it sits like on the bottom, right? The weight sits up top. So it sits on right here on the flat of your back between your shoulder blades. So you're not having it pull back down on you and like really hammering down in your waist. And you put the waist belt on. Yeah, you can put the waist belt on. It comes with the sternum strap, whatever. And then you can bring it, and you're carrying the weight right up here. And it's so much easier to ruck versus having it down here and it's bringing you down and fucking up your back.
Is GoRuck, are they the ones that do you have their combat boots?
I have a pair of them.
Are they the ones that give you real bad blisters?
I've never had blisters.
Okay, I'm trying to think, because I think I had a pair of them before, and they gave me really bad blisters.
I mean, they've had different kinds of their versions of boots or whatever, but yeah. I've never gotten blisters in mine. Well, okay, I take that back. I got blisters one time because I worked for 8 hours straight. So
yeah,
but I wear their boots every day for work, and I never get blisters. So
really,
yeah.
Hmm.
But again, so anything that they make, like, because they sell some third-party stuff on their website, right? Like it's like accessories for the ruck or whatever. But anything that has the GoRuck logo, like it's made by them, could even be a shirt, whatever. Like anything that is a GoRuck made item has their lifetime guarantee.
Well, fuck, if I've still got those boots, I wonder if I send you those boots, you want them?
I don't know, what size boot do you wear?
12.
Dude, I don't wear a fucking 12.
That's why you got a small dick.
I get the goddamn job done.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. You get that repetition in it. It's that fucking rabbit fucking.
Yeah.
No, but
no, like, but even then, like, if there was, if there for your boots right now, like, you don't even have to buy it from Go Ruck. You can buy it from someone. Like, if you gave me the boots now and something happened to them, I could still send them to Go Ruck and they'll fix them. I don't have to have proof of purchase from Go Ruck.
no shit.
Mhm.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
Because my backpack, my backpack that I use now, I bought it from some guy on a Go Ruck group on Facebook.
really?
I didn't buy it from Go Ruck, but it's a Go Ruck bag, and they guarantee it doesn't matter. You don't have to buy it from Go Ruck and show, hey, what was your purchase order, or whatever like that. You don't have to do that.
So mine are the jump boot style. Mine are the black ones. BDU for BDU, the black ones.
The jungle ones.
Yeah. So I think.
Are you 100% sure they'll have the spearhead on it if it's the Go Ruck? So
yeah, they're 100% Go Ruck. But no, I know what you mean. You get stuck on a brand, that's all you do. Like cowboy hats, it's all American. You know,
Yeah.
Americans only one. Which I get pissed off because someone made these fucking ball caps, like, you know, fucking hats like I wear, and whenever I'm not wearing a cowboy hat. But they put the American logo on it. I think that they had them custom made, and it's this logo that's back here on my cowboy hat, this one right here. But yeah, man, freaking someone made that. I searched the goddamn internet for fucking weeks, couldn't find this shit, and I'm sure that they had to have had it made, but look fucking sharp. So if American Hat Company ever sees this shit, make a fucking ball cap style with the American patch on it across the front. I'll buy the shit out of them. And I think every other goddamn guy that wears the cowboy hats that are American will too. But no, yeah, it's red dirt, Ariat jeans. I guess I do wear a little bit of cinch, but, and then red dirt. So those are like my three brands. And then these, which I'm about to stop wearing these fucking things, the Stetson shirts, because me having a big forearm, like big arms here, they make them where, I don't know if you can see this, how it's a different color pattern. It looks nice. Well, you're supposed to be able to have them
cufflinked,
buttoned and pulled up. Well, my arms are too big. Like I try to pull it up, and this is as far as I can go on me right here, and I look like I'm just fucking high water in my fucking wrist. So I don't know, but yeah.
Fuck, man. This was a fun episode. I like the shit we talked about.
You learned something about mushrooms. I learned how to silence my phone. Oh yeah, but and I got so many more fucking random fucking thoughts in my goddamn dumbass brain of mine.
I'm sure you'll send them to me while I'm in bed.
Yeah, probably. Would you rather?
Oh, here we go.
Scarlett Johansson. You were supposed to say yes.
I'm very curious. So
Scarlett Johansson. What's the blonde chick that she was that was in Black Widow with her?
I don't know her name. Black Widow's sister.
Is it Black Widow 2? Or I don't know how many Black Widows there are.
No, there's only one because she died at the end of it.
Oh yeah.
Lawrence Pugh.
Okay, would you rather hook up with Florence Pugh?
P-U-G-H. So
God, she's got a horrible fucking name. Or Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett, no questions asked.
Yeah, me too. She's fucking hot. She's so fucking hot.
Yeah. Well, because like when you said Scarlett, I was like, if he's going serious, I got to know who he's trying to come with after Scarlett. So like, that's why I was waiting.
I'm trying to think of someone else that's on her level. Like,
I mean, to be honest, the first name that came to head that I would probably choose over her, just because, you know, it's kind of like current. If you would have said Scarlett Johansson or Sydney Sweeney, I would choose Sydney Sweeney. So,
who's that?
Really? Are we fucking serious?
I don't know who that is.
Sydney Sweeney is the chick that did the whole Levi jeans ad that was like going crazy. People calling her a fucking Nazi and stuff like that.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I fucking hate you so much. Look.
She looks young.
She's 28.
She looks young.
Okay, well,
she's cute, yeah, but she looks young.
but this is what I'm talking about. You don't remember seeing this everywhere?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so she did this Levi, like, I have good genes or whatever like that, and all these fucking leftist, feminist, lesbian bullshit ass people fucking start going like, she's talking about her white Nazi genes or whatever like that. No, it's fucking blue genes, you dumbass. And then Lizzo tried to recreate it with her fat fuck. Like, and she was barely, she was like,
would you put over a tarp?
Dude, I don't know how there was enough denim, but she found it.
I guess when you got that kind of money, fucking, you can buy a whole factory.
Yeah, this was another one. Like, she's fucking hot.
Okay, another would you rather? Would you rather Christy Nome or Tulsi?
Tulsi. No fucking competition. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Christy can get it, but you can't compete with Tulsi.
I cannot. I don't know if I could pick.
No, dude. You could. Don't get me wrong.
The
Christy,
rogue hair, man. The rogue hair. I'd Tulsi. Yeah, you're right. The rogue.
Dude, that gets me a lot too. But dude, you cannot like Like I said, Christy Nome can fucking get it, but there is no. You put her up against Tulsi. There's no fucking comparison.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Goddamn.
Well, fuck.
Guys, this has been fun. We didn't really get into anything too serious. We wanted to fucking talk some shit, have some fun, and see what you guys like. Let us know. Fuck, dude. Like, just let us know.
Yeah, we're getting some good messages on social media. Some good requests. For us to do certain things. The bar stories. That's awesome. I love that idea. Some of the other things. Let us know what you like. Let us know what y'all don't like. We're still trying to figure this out. Like, Rusty's been podcasting longer than I have, and whenever I had this idea to do this, like, I'm figuring out, number one, on my end, and number two is, we both agreed we need to get rid of political correctness, and we're trying to figure this out. So where is too far? Because I want to be able to know where I can say fuck you to people, and where I want them to tell me if we went too far. I'm still going to say I'm going to go further, but don't look at me like that. Don't be gay. Not homosexual gay, just gay as in South Park gay. Like South Park says gay. Fuck. I'm not looking any better. Anyways, but yeah, let us know. I love some of the comments. Some of y'all are being real interactive, shit like that. Man, it's cool. It's fucking awesome. I love it. Keep it up. Like the videos, share the videos. If you want to see more of something, fucking tell us. I answer a lot of people back on a lot of the social media. Not everyone. I know Rusty's answering some people back. It's hard to get to some of these. We're getting, I think we're at about 40,000 views or something like that on some of our TikTok videos combined, not each one, but we're like 15, 20,000 on some of the videos. So obviously y'all are liking something, but subscribe, man. Follow it and subscribe it. The likes, the views, and all that, that's cool and all that. Fucking let us know that when you like it and subscribe it, that tells me you want me to do more of it, or just fucking tell me. I don't give a shit either which one. Like, because when I see y'all are looking at the videos but not liking and subscribing or following, I don't know if you like it. You may fucking hate it, whatever, but we're gonna keep doing what we like, and we want to do more of what y'all like, because if it's what we like, and I know if I like something and he likes something, someone else out there thinks like us, just like his old lady thought like me on some things, and we're two different people. We got to find this commonality in the middle, and we'll do this by humor, by some of these videos and some of this bullshit. What you guys say?
If y'all want, let me know. I could bring my wife on for a full podcast. I'll set up a mic for her and everything, and we'll sit right next to each other, and we'll have some fun. Let us know.
I have a wife. I'm a normal person. Yeah.
Just because you have commitment issues doesn't mean I'm stupid.
Oh, fuck. All right. Hey, we love y'all. Like, share, follow, fucking see us on TikTok, all that shit. Fuck it. Duet me on some shit. I'll let you do that. I'll be all over it with you. Come on, man.
Texas forever, baby.
Oh.